Or
Alright,
slightly streaming.
we are streaming.
Alrighty. Gosh dang it, what is with this stupid planner?
I'm not sure.
Well, I tried to go and I hit the button to lower it and it didn't. Like it raised it up instead. So it put it on like road mode or however the heck you want to put it. Oh crap, I forgot to put that out. Hmm. What'd be funny is if whenever you guys, so you haven't seen Pinky's car, Pinky hasn't seen your car, right?
He's seen my car. He just doesn't know its specs
Oh,
as well as I do.
hmm. It'd be funny is if whenever you two go to race against each other, your guys' cars are in the exact same way, in exact same order of everything.
We deliberately made it so we wouldn't have that. Okay, so
Man, that's what I ought to do is I ought to look into getting a 48 row planter.
give it a little bit better aerodynamics. There's not a lot we could do.
Hmm. See, this is where I'm useless because I am not car person as much. Like I'm more train than car. That's the bad part. Like I've memorized parts of the motors and cars, but I cannot like how they assemble and disassemble. But other than that, I am 100% useless on this type of stuff.
Let's see here.
Might as well make a ration for my moons.
The body is like too angular to add what I want to add.
Hmm. Just absolutely destroyed the 7060 of this Alice Chalmers.
We have ample airflow, by the way.
Oh, oh, what?
We have ample airflow, but I'm gonna make it a little bit better still. Get
Okay.
as much cooling as we can.
If my dad wasn't playing Call of Duty right now, I'd go ask my dad on how to do this stuff because he is mechanic and knows how to do a lot of this
Okay,
stuff.
so we're getting a positive, a net positive. This might affect fuel, speed, but it shouldn't because this thing has a 700 horsepower V8.
Yeah, that'll be fine. That'll do. Surely,
It's
maybe.
rear wheel drive, it's got a 700 horsepower V8, it's got 5 gears.
And surely nothing could go wrong with having the most coolant and You know,
If you overcool the
I'm not
engine, it
against it.
starts to bring drag.
Yeah.
Okay, so its driving ability and its sportiness are very high.
Oh crap, I have to mix the ration, don't I? Paying attention to how your ration gets mixed is marvelous.
Damn, alright, we're seeing gains in the aerodynamic downforce here.
I need to get a mod installed so that I can see how full this food wagon gets.
Rear active.
So the last stream get put into like two different streams, or did it just get put into one?
It got put into two different because my stream went down.
Okay, good. So most of the blah 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 got saved, or most of your, or not blah blah blah. Before all the bad crap started getting sent. At least enough to a point where you can blur it out if you need want to.
Okay. I also improved the brakes a little bit. I only have like more hours on the time that I can
Who
modify
needs
this thing.
brakes on something that goes over 100 mph?
What's up, J Hill? How you doing?
Surely no one. Who needs brakes? Who needs brakes? No one ever needs brakes.
You
Fine.
need brakes because
Put
there's a
them just
lot of
past you.
turns.
No one ever. There's air drag and resistance and drag exist for reasons. If you want to
I
slow
think
down, just
hold on. I think
step
my
off the
life
accelerator
flashed
just a
before
tad.
my eyes. Albino Telegator, how are you
All
doing?
right.
No, Pinky does not have his PC. He'll get it back on Wednesday.
And
Er,
then stream becomes a thing again, kind of. Maybe. Who knows?
None of this shit matters.
Actually, my brain hurts because right now my brain is just grinding gears because I'm trying to do math while trying to do math while talking to you at the same time. Like your math and my math.
You're off to go play VR chat. Alrighty. I'm doing good. That's good. Pinky is going to be making a car for Lemans. I've kind of made mine already, but it needs some work. It needs some tuning.
I was gonna say you could spend like half an hour just tuning a car almost if you
No,
wanted
it would
to at
take a
least.
lot longer than that, but I don't have a lot of time.
I
I need
said
my
at least.
Xbox controller. Let's see if this thing is a bitch and a half to
Beautiful.
drive still. Um,
Just a tad bit of silage. Oh crap!
it doesn't have that many errors. Most of them you can ignore as long as you consider them. If you ever get a brakes
Okay,
have
let's
too
go.
much power, then you can completely ignore it if you know how to use the brakes gently. You'd rather have more powerful brakes on the car than ones that aren't.
Mm-hmm. I might wait till my dad gets over with his round of Call of Duty that he's playing because he's one of those, you know, and then I might have him talk to
I
you about certain stuff
I
because he
can't have
raced.
I can't have any outside help. Has to be my car.
Really?
Yeah, that was one of the
Oh.
stipulations.
So even if I gave you even if I gave you an association, hmm, that sucks because my dad raced for so many years.
Oh, we have traction control on. Traction controls for girls.
It's going so fast that it's lagging the stream. I think. I don't know. Dude, that I have really bad data.
My computer is a. When I go fast, it sounds like pop out. The aerodynamics are a little better. We're gonna save it. There we go. The aerodynamics are better, but only when I'm really into it. Let's see if we could still get to 200 down the back straight.
So you're supposed to do 500 laps. Is that what you said?
50.
50 laps. I don't know why I thought you said 500.
The original version of this car is such a handful to drive, but this one is way better. It slides a little bit, but I did choose the Ford GT Mark II body for this.
Sweet. March 2 of Mustang GT.
Oh boy. The brakes are less harsh now that I've downsized them. And that's good because I was
Really?
having brake lock like crazy.
Anyone who has never been to Sprint Slurry in their entire lifetime will tell you that it is not fun.
She's still tail happy, but she's way more manageable now. Your brother's computer is like 8 or 12 years old. Jesus. My graphics card's almost turning 10. Oh yeah.
Probably need it. Probably need a boost. Oh, really.
Gonna. This corkscrew is a pain in my ass, but I let him choose the track. We could have done the Nürburgring, which would have been a long fucking race.
Well, I see what you mean by now. There's a lot of twists and curves and bends.
The engine has no problem with airflow though, which is good. Thing's a bear to handle. Pain in my ass. Fuck. I need to learn how to master that corner. I've gotten the whole rest of the track down. Let's go 200. on the brakes. Broke way too late. That's alright. This is just basically more of like documenting the car anyways.
Mhm. You don't like it. You cry. Mhm.
This is
Mhm.
definitely a car you have to show respect over, or it will bite you.
Uh,
Today's stream was crazy.
yeah. Anyone asked, what was one stream that you had to delete? Otherwise,
It's
there was
not
no other
deleted,
way that
it's
you
just
were gonna lose
privated.
your YouTube channel. Hmm.
Oh shit, we're off the ground.
Okay. Okay. Here's my question: have you had a worse stream than
No,
that?
I have not.
Hmm. Somebody posted on Discord.
This thing sounds so badass. Perfect. Shamir's gonna be home soon.
All I hear.
Holy shit!
Perfect sled joke.
This thing's the definition if you don't treat her right, she will let you know.
So basically, Victoria just NASCAR.
No. Victoria, oh, Victoria always listens. This is a 700 horsepower race car versus a train that probably makes 1,000 in her best times. But train
Okay, let's
horsepower is
base this train
very
versus
different.
car. A train is going to win.
A train's horsepower isn't usually the rating you care about, it's tractive effort. Victoria in real life has
I was gonna
19.
say,
Victoria in real life would be able to pull as much as Yumi does in game, and Yumi has like way more tractive effort in real life as well.
I was gonna say, Yumi isn't. I can't remember. Did they? Is the class 70 also screwed up or no?
No.
Or is that
It's
because they based? Okay,
actually, yes, it is. It
because
has
Yumi would
lower
just.
tractive effort too, which I don't understand.
Well, is it
Slow
based on a
down.
new? Is it based on the new model or is it based off of um
They're all
The
wrong.
other
Most of the
model.
specs on Railroads Online is wrong.
Hmm.
For the specs in this game, this car truly does have 700 horsepower. You can feel it, you can see it. I'm getting better and better at driving her, though. This thing's all NA. That was clean.
Come on, man. Start moving. Gosh dang it, I'm so far behind on planting already. And it just started.
As soon as I see that those braking numbers, I've gotta slam these brakes.
You know what? That's what I'm gonna do. Is I'm gonna run a big horse tractor run to a straight on. Wait, crap! No, 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 no.
Oh,
It's on. It's on.
we about
It's
flipped her.
on. Need my big horse. Where is it? It's probably because there's my failing tractor. Gosh dang it. We're still 55 pickups. 8210. Here it is.
There we go. I've got that corner figured out. Even with the better
Gosh dang it.
aerodynamics, we still have more than enough horsepower to push it past 200. The real car could go 220. Just because Ferrari insulted Ford, Ford made the best car of all time.
Oh, that's why it exists?
Yeah, the Ford GT40 Mark 1 and 2 were built because Ferrari insulted Ford personally.
Huh. Didn't whenever they ran one of the two after, or one of the cars after their big race and whatnot, didn't it catch fire or it crash or something?
There was a few GT40s that caught fire. The GT40 Mark II caught fire during testing. The GT40 Mark III also caught fire while testing and cost Ken Miles' life.
Because didn't it catch fire and crash after they did testing after the race or
It's
something
because the brakes
that they had?
failed.
Let's face it, the brake shoes had to get well over 500 degrees
This
at
car didn't
least.
have brake shoes. This car had discs. They just didn't have good. They don't have the modern materials we have now, like carbon ceramic. This car has carbon ceramic, so I never have to worry about my brakes fading like that.
Well, a lot of people, well, here's the thing. For some reason, people know how to get stuff to do stupid fast, but we don't yet know how to make the stupid fast turn into stupid stuff.
The fastest car in the world now, the Bugatti Chiron, if you were to slam its brakes at top speed, it would come to a dead stop within like 200 feet. But the brakes would be glowing hot. Like, we know how to make the brakes now. Not
Yeah, we know
if
how to
you were
make
to hold
brakes.
the
We know how to
brakes
make
on any
brakes for
modern
even
if you
like
were to hold
front
the
wheel
brakes
drive.
on any modern supercar and give it full throttle, it would either tear the all-wheel drive system apart or not move. And probably both. A car like the Ford GT is a very old school car. It was made out of fiberglass. Didn't it did have a roll cage, but actually no, they didn't have roll cages back in the 60s. What am I smoking?
Who knows?
But as
How
you can
cold is it there?
see, in the hands of someone who understands the machine, I can get it to do laps perfectly fine. It's just I keep pushing a little bit harder every lap, trying to find her absolute limits, and I'm getting closer and closer.
Cedar, don't.
Also, back then,
Cedar.
sliding your rear end was normal for a race car to do.
Nowadays, if your rear end slides,
It's a grip problem.
Brr.
Or a foot problem. If you're not disciplined enough, and I have an Xbox controller, so I'm being very gentle with her inputs. I never do 100% braking, 100% gas, unless if I'm on a straight. I know tons about cars, and since I've been building them in the game, I know even more now.
Oh, I can't barrel worker for that stuff. Dang it.
And then full throttle down this with a slight turn. My dream car is a my dream car is a Superformance GT40, which is the ones they used in Ford versus Ferrari. You can even put the engine they had in the real car back into those GT40s, by the way, and that's what I plan to do. 427 racing motor, the transaxle. And it's only gonna cost me like 200 grand. It's not gonna be like, oh, look at this Lamborghini. People are gonna shut up when they see it roll to a car meet, because it's a moving piece of history. It showed Ferrari that America could compete, and the brand new GT40s still win at Le Mans.
Didn't, during their big old race and whatnot, didn't the crew that was working for Ferrari, when are they seen them just replacing the whole entire brake system? Didn't they
Yes, that
test them
is
out?
true. It's more emphasized. It is more played up in the movie, but it is true. Yes, they did have a problem with it, but ultimately the rules did say,
Any part could be replaced on the car, right? Am I wrong on that?
yep, so they made a interchangeable brake assembly to get around the brake problem.
Oh, this is stupid.
Alright,
I put down as
no more fucking
sticker
around.
frame
Let's see what
info.
this thing's really made of.
Yeah, that's what what's his name said, and then he ended up dying in a fiery ball of death.
No, he didn't. He basically won Le Mans with that. I know
Not
all
during the
about
race. I
Ken
don't know
Miles.
this. I'm talking about 10 miles. I'm talking about what was the guy that found that tried to break the boat record and then like with the quote unquote Loch Ness monster, but ended up finding the smallest wave.
Alright, 3, 2, 1.
Going in reverse on my end. Oh, now you're going forward.
Give me a second. Oh, this thing behaves way better in manual mode. Okay. Vehicle config. We need more back grip. Give me more of that beautiful transmission line. Lower the tire pressures. We'll lower it down to 18. Make the front tires 17. Apply. Okay. Oh yeah. Good girl. She still slides a little bit. But she's a high horsepower car. She's gonna slide. Fuck. Into the wall.
When's your little race thing taking place?
Soon.
Soon.
Anyone with BMNG is gonna be allowed to participate in our events. Ooh,
Oh, jeez.
she wants to slide less now. Good girl.
Of course, right after that, during the race, it's just gonna die.
That. Ooh, I can even push the brakes harder now too. This thing is
So
overbuilt.
does V2G do like real tire
The
heat up
engine in this
simulation?
car. Hold on, the engine in this car is very detuned. It is very overbuilt. Want to know how much horsepower this thing made before I turned everything down on it?
Sure.
1,200 horsepower. She's got this is the equivalent of taking that big motor on a Sunday drive. Ooh. The braking is so much better with that tire change. She's rear happy if you let out of the throttle suddenly, which is accurate to the real one. Through the chicane. I don't personally like chicanes, but I didn't choose the
Also, what
track.
was it did that you did to your face that made you say it and whatnot
Hold on, going to
on
200. I'm
perfect
officially
start
doing
start?
test laps now, pushing the car harder and harder. God damn. Please don't spin. Good girl. One more lap and then you can talk. I'm doing official, like, lapping now.
Actually, dying.
You need a little bit more back grip. The front is responding fine, it's just the back is still a little loose for my taste. And it's not a NASCAR, so I can't just wedge it to the weight to another side and call it a day. Here we go. The 214 straight. The smoothest I've ever went through that. We're waiting for Shamir to get home to do VR. He'll be home soon. I'm testing the car. No.
You just shoot by yourself then?
Yeah. What'd you think of her?
Yeah, I was gonna say that if we had a real one like that, dark purple would be.
I'm wondering if I could get a race pack, like a sticker
Do I smell
pack.
like cocoa butter? Smell my hair.
Ooh, yeah, it does smell good.
It's, I honestly need to get some more of it because it works really good for my hair, but it's a hair mask. It's helped a lot with my dandruff and itchiness.
Yeah.
Which makes sense because it's that African black soap, and that stuff is really good for your hair. For someone with really oily hair, it's really good for.
No, we're on stream, idiot.
Who'd you just call? What did you do?
Wouldn't you like to know?
I'm just curious why you all of a sudden just said, "We're on stream, idiot."
I doubt you get in trouble for me doing that song, honey.
I asked them for rules for stuff that
Why are you still streaming? I
she
thought you
says.
were done with that.
Because I have to
This is his
document the
third
car.
stream.
Part of the rules.
I thought you weren't streaming it yet.
Third stream, yay. Oh, they're putting fuel in this before I do anything else. Crap.
I love you,
That definitely
beautiful.
wouldn't have blown up if I actually did that.
I'm excited to play VR again. I guess I'm running with no decals. So what were you saying about the cars ship?
I don't remember.
I thought you said you were
I honestly do not remember.
Liar.
I'm not lying.
You said you were alone and yet you're talking to someone. How is that
I
true?
never said I was alone. When did you hear me say
I
that?
said, is there anyone on call or are you just
I
by
didn't ever
yourself?
hear you say that, so.
Okay. I asked if anyone was on with you
If it
still.
helps in his defense, I've never heard him say that before while he's been
I
on
don't
call.
care. I was just curious. Yeah.
Well, sorry for party rocking. Sup, the train master? We're testing out a car that's gonna kick Pinky Scar's ass. I took that completely incorrectly. This is so good to see you. Yeah, I took a week off.
Thanks to Pinky's computer malfunctions.
That's not why I told everybody why.
Oh,
It was due to anxiety.
really?
Yeah, because I'm diagnosed with very high anxiety. That's good. I looked to chat and spun the car out, but that's okay. Okay. So stay glued to this wall. Build up as much speed as possible. Hit the brakes hard. Moving to this side. Roll through that corner.
Oh, that's what I was gonna ask. So does this have like car physics with like the tires warming up and everything? Where
Yes,
you
it
like,
does, but I have mine set to warm by default right now. And the tires do wear down too over time. Okay. Hit the brakes. Those brakes are probably very toasty. Just like my cat.
oh, for Pete's sake.
What?
Um, my AI worker did not plant this tiny stupid corner of this field.
Yeah.
So now there's just this corner of the field that's like the size of a
I need to master
that
that.
is not planted.
I wonder how this would do on Hirochi Speedway. I think taking it easy through this first part of the track is what's gonna be the best. This is a supercar rolling with a fucking 430 cubic inch engine.
Okay, you know what I just thought of?
Hmm.
The only reason that I would probably ever move to Japan is because of you're doing over however so much over 100 mile an hour, they don't pull you over.
They don't do that anymore. The highways are
Really?
just unrestricted.
Japan doesn't have speed limits?
They do have speed limits, but they usually mail you tickets instead of chasing you.
So cover the license plate. Uh, cover the license plate.
Okay,
Do
so
what's
I come out
stupid
of
and
this
good
chicane.
possible, and get up to the max possible speed possible in the fastest car that you can get in Japan, which is like nothing but fast car. I still can't believe these stupid AI workers
The
are not doing
fastest
this
car
work
in
right.
Japan is a Koenigsegg CCX, owned by a business guy.
Okay, so we just casually knock him out and steal his car.
Japanese people are really
Then
good at hand-to-hand.
raise your fists to a gun and get it.
Okay, hit the
Baseball bat
brakes.
back the head
Hit
very
that.
quickly, you know.
Okay. As much speed as I could get down this. Brake a little bit early. Touch the curb. I feel like neither of these cars are going to drive very smooth, neither or his, because they're a lot of horsepower and very, very light bodies.
Right.
I'm going to take that first section very gently compared to normal.
Mm-hmm. Two wheel. Oh my gosh, something just popped up in my head. Wow, you're fully articulated. All I can do is this, and then do it, whatever the hell they do.
That was a terrible, terrible run.
Got a 47.
Okay, slow down.
I know you probably don't care, nor really now I think about it, you probably won't even know like what brands to pick it from, but what is probably your favorite tractor if you've ever had one?
A lot of people use, I don't remember the name of the cases here, or they use Internationals or rarely John Deere.
Like do you okay.
Most people use Internationals or cases.
So you're fairly backdated because well actually no. So you guys use all case.
A lot of people
Because
use
international
case. A lot of like privately owned farms use International and use older stuff.
yeah, because international is no longer technically a actual company. They were bought out by Case IH, or they were bought out by Case to become Case IH.
This fucking corkscrew.
Gotta love them.
Just when I managed to kind of get the first part of the track, the corkscrew. The cor-
All corn, all the time.
Yeah, taking it gently through this is gonna prove the best.
What? Gently doesn't exist. What are you talking about?
I'm not using full throttle, I'm using less than 50 through that section.
Just run a casual 400 mph. If that's even possible.
Keep my foot on the floor through. Keep my foot on the pedal, but not through the floor through that turn. Get all the way to 210.
Alrighty, I think this planter's done for the season.
I learned this thing corners a lot better if you just ever so slightly ride the throttle through corners. Slow all the way down for this. That wasn't too bad. And then you could speed up through this section. Compared to the original car, this one is doing way better. The original car could hit 220 down the back straight though, because it has less wing and
Right?
doesn't have a front splitter. Oh, if you're gentle, you can push through this. You just have to be disciplined of a soldier to do so. This car is not for beginners, but I love it. Because this car wants to be driven, but it doesn't let beginners drive it.
It's like Victoria.
Victoria is easy to drive. This car, on the other hand, is a beast that will kill you and does not care about you, but will reward you if you learn how to drive her correctly.
I thought you said Victoria doesn't let anyone drive her except for like 2 people or something.
Only 2 people are allowed to drive her.
There's the master rank, which is whatever rank it is.
Way too much brake.
So have they added Rivers Online to console yet?
Yeah, it's a shit show. It's worse than the PC port. I mean, the PC version.
Can you play with PC players
No.
on console? Oh, well then there goes my idea of playing with you then.
Save up by a computer. It's worth it.
I've thought about it. Hey, guess what? It's on PlayStation 4. Yeah, no joke, it's not. Uh,
Ooh, a little late on the braking there, but we made it work.
everyone's a little rough. I mean, everyone's a little late on the braking, let's face it.
I hate this corkscrew. Only part of the track I really hate. This straight I could get up to 160 on.
Disposal trucks and cattle.
Just being a little gentle on her in the first half. No need to break out all 730 horsepower.
Surely you can take a tight corner with a semi doing 80.
Only in farming sim you can. Because
I
their
mean, you
driving
can.
physics are shit.
Well, you tip like the real thing.
Fuck shit, fuck shit, fuck.
What was that about driving physics?
BMNG has the most realistic
Uh,
driving physics out of any game.
it's fine.
BMNG is also
This is why we
14 years
drive.
old.
Really? There's no way. BeamNG is 14 years old.
Yes, it turns 16. Turns 16 next. No. So it's 10, 11, 12. It's 12 years old.
You're joking, right?
No. And it still has tons of support today. It's the most realistic driving game you can get.
I always thought BeamNG was like a few years at most.
No, its popularity just goes in waves. But most of the time, people
Huh.
love this game. This is where I'm gonna have to catch him and pass him constantly.
And you finally get out of $3,000 debt after taking enough money to make more profit. I thought about some beef. Kale.
Just be gentle through the corkscrew. The corkscrew is your friend. The second half of the course is easy. The first half is where the boys become men.
As one of my favorite books ever created, Little Engines, Big Men. What?
This is where the
Fear
boys
mule
become
phase
men.
one.
Is these corners. Because if you go too hard, you're just going to spin out or spin off the track. But if you can balance it just right. What? Cute.
I am back.
Oh boy, here we go.
My
200.
The old man has reached level 51 aggressive on 5 zombies by himself.
Yeah, there's no reason to push
You could
through
do
this
that.
section.
That one crazy truck driver that drives with um what was it? drives with a long drive. Why do you drive like that? So whenever the moron takes a tight corner, he doesn't flip it.
Okay, this is our new starting point. So I can master those two places I need to be softer on her.
No way, I just did basic addition and did basic math right. I sucked at math. Alright, 15 steers each. We get beef now. Maybe. I might need to get that ruler back in operation. How are you? Oh my god. Level 52. Are
And
you
we're
on
spun.
standard or aggressive?
What?
Talking about it. And have you talked about this? Sometimes you two can just go over for hours running cars or something. I'm not a car person as much as he is.
Cars are easy to understand.
Not whenever you have an autistic brain of my scale.
I have autism.
Mm, talking about my own level of
Okay,
autism
there we
in every
go.
possible way.
$200 down the backstretch. Okay. Slow down. Hit that. Hit that. Across.
There's a huge ledge. Oh, I'm done. I'm planting now because I'm done waiting on them. Unfold director.
Okay. Be gentle. Be gentle. Be
Full
gentle.
planter.
Don't even look at the throttle
Don't be
pedal.
gentle. Who's gentle? Who's gentle with their stuff?
People who want it to last. This
You're
X,
talking about a vehicle that can probably reach over 600 mile an hour or 400 mile an hour.
it can only reach about 240 without its aerodynamic stuff on it. It's not meant to go fast, it's also meant to corner. While going fast.
I swear I did no till this the entire time.
Damn. I've almost mastered that braking zone. Gentle, gentle. Think of it as an egg. Think there's eggs under the pedals. You don't want to break the eggs. Fuck the corkscrew, though. I'm done trying to do that legit. Even Pinky said he can't do that very well.
Well, if you've already almost mastered it, then that probably means that you're better off than Pinky with it.
I'd rather not lose the 2 seconds. Okay.
Alright, what's your most hated steam engine of all time, other than something that you've done in video game, like look-wise?
What?
What is your most hated steam engine of all time?
Steam engine?
Uh-huh.
What's that? Oh, steam engine. Okay. Misheard you.
What'd you think I said?
What, baby? What are you doing?
Steam?
Alright, I'll let you know when Shamir calls me. I love you too. What? Anything that's camelback, cab forward, or double-sided is an abomination.
Okay, I would say cab forward. The type of locomotive that has drivers in front of the cab and behind the cab, like on the tender. And at the top of the list, Shay.
I love shays, even though a lot of people hate them.
I hate Shays.
I call them stick bugs because they look cute.
It's not the fact that they look cute. It's the fact that it's the fact that whenever, look at them, it's all just weird to see because the boiler's offset and they can't do corners and
Yes,
they're
they
just
can.
they're
Shays can do corners amazingly.
you smoking. Shays cannot do very well corners to a certain wet direction.
I've never met a shay that can't do a corner yet.
What are you smoking?
I'm not smoking anything. I'm being dead ass serious. And
What?
I've never
You're kidding,
derailed a
right?
shay on Railroads Online, but I've derailed just about anything
I'm not
else.
talking about real life. I'm talking about the real stuff.
It was meant to
Shays
do
were not
corners.
built for corners. They were not built. They were never designed to deal with corners.
Yes, they were.
The
Go
way that
back
they
and
were,
look up the
no, they
history.
were not.
They were built to go on
They were
railroads other
never.
engines couldn't.
They sucked on corners. They 100,000% sucked on them.
Just like in a car, most of the time it ain't the train, it's the driver. Unless you're running a duplex, that's another story.
Oh, Jesus. Oh.
Egg under the pedals, egg under the pedals, egg under the pedals. And then just slow her all the way down for the corkscrew.
Vibrate? You could probably scramble an egg from the vibration of the car alone. When it
Probably.
kicks off.
I think I've got most of the course down. I'm feeling confident. Slow down.
He's
Egg
getting
under the
beat by 2
pedal,
laps.
egg under the
This is hard
pedals,
for us.
egg under the pedal.
Okay, 2 things are gonna happen here. Either A, you're going to beat Pinky, or, well, the 2 scenarios, I mean. 2 scenarios, but 2 of them are part of the same scenario.
I wouldn't say I would beat Pinky automatically because I don't know his driving style. I don't know how his car handles.
Well, this is where I'm getting to here. Either A, you're going to beat Pinky just barely, or just normal, you know, or B, you're going to beat him with flying colors, or C, it's going to be the opposite way around.
I think on the straights I'm gonna have him because he has no idea why my car accelerates so fast.
Honestly, if you really wanted to, you could spend all of this time to just tune your car.
I can't tune it any longer. I passed that. All I can do is test it. I can tune it in BMNG. That's
Oh, you,
allowed, but I can't tune it in automation anymore.
oh, hmm.
This one has better brake cooling too. That's why I moved the scoops to be longer. All of that's for the back brakes. The ones on the side of the car are for the engine.
You're still alive?
Okay,
You're
okay.
trying to exfil on 55 or
Okay, egg on the pedals.
56.
Egg on the pedals. Egg on the pedals. Egg on the pedals.
Oh,
Fuck.
come on.
Egg on the pedal. Egg is underneath the
I
pedals.
need to experience this.
You don't want to break the egg.
Oh, you got one of the big dudes. Yeah, you have to knock him out
No,
before
I
that
got
runs out.
25 more people.
Did you use your
The
X?
chopper thing sucks. Compared to this.
Yeah, I know.
One more, where are you at?
Come on,
Where's he at? No, no.
get him. Right there, right there.
Get it. Get her hella.
57.
Get her hella. Escape. Don't do that. I
Gentle
did it.
full accel.
And you're, oh my gosh, you just
So
timed out in time.
I soloed it 50 set levels.
I thought it was a, I thought the
Terminus.
chopper was just gonna leave you.
Nope, it's gonna show I made it out. Bam.
Jeez Louise.
By myself. 56 Terminus zombies. Oh wow. Could have went farther, but it was getting
It was
they were
getting bad
starting
enough.
on me. Got 4,236 kills.
Egg under the pedals.
Oh, you're 1 hour. You almost had 2 hours racked up in this.
I'm not doing an hour and 54 minutes. How many levels?
You only have
Let's see.
7 minutes left. Where you?
One,
Yeah, watch. You only get like 3 levels.
3, 4.5 battles. 1, 2.
$185. No. 4.5 or 4.25.
4.5 levels in one game.
That takes talent.
Look at me. Got 142 battles. Oh my god. That was crazy. Let's see.
God, it's a machine. Look at her.
So shut this off because I'm gonna. I don't need it to be shut off, nurse. Oh, all right. Getting on. Loud call. Alrighty.
I'm on level 9 of the battle pass already. What's that?
It's the car that Stumps went over.
It does what?
It's the stump. It's the Stumps that car, or it's the car that Stumps did.
So what all did you even add to the subs?
It's got a 430 cubic inch V8, dual overhead cam. It's got double wishbone suspension, full disc brakes all the way around. Other than that, it's a fiberglass body with a racing monocoque with 730 brake horsepower.
I've only been in a 600. So how would you have done it? Huh? So how would you have done it? Same in real life. Mm.
Okay.
What Chevy? You don't have a Chevy. Oh, that's a Chevy? It's a Chevy, yeah. It's broke down. Well, I obviously can't tell nothing. 600 horses. It's fine. Fine. Yeah. Well, you gotta put the back axle back in it, or you gotta put that the racing axle back before you do anything. Because the back axle's it's almost looks like Ford. It's off the garden. What up, so how is Pinky gonna race his computer so good?
Once he gets his computer back, he's gonna download his games, build his car, then I have to download his car, and then we'll set up a private server.
Oh, I thought you were gonna. Okay, never mind. I thought you were gonna race the
Okay, here we go.
Gotta make sure that grill turned off, otherwise my shop might burn down. Knowing my luck, the one time that I don't check on it, the little spark's gonna find the grease trap. Woo! There it goes. It's supposed to be like 17 inches of snow. I don't know when this is gonna happen. It said it's supposed to happen in however so many hours. Yeah.
Okay, down. Horsepower. I can now do the corkscrew in the first portion almost perfectly.
I have no idea what you said because I just had to open up a heavy metal axle. Alrighty.
Soft.
So, Stubbs, you
Soft.
want to see the car that me and my father have been building?
Yeah. Let me get back to pit road. Hard
Would
on
you
the
like to see the car
brakes.
that me and my father have been, Mr. Stumps?
Once I get to pit road.
Alright, I will figure out the best angle to shoot this one.
Okay. 210 is the goal. Alright.
Alright, are you ready to see the car, sir?
Yeah.
Okay, let me switch my camera around. Alrighty, here's car. 600 horse, I don't know whatever the hell it is, it's a Chevy something. And look what we have as the floorboard. Shovels. Got the bench. Gas tank is an old milk jug. And this thing has actually only caught fire once, surprisingly.
It's an old hot rod.
But we have, yeah, nice little hot rod. The plastic is over all the stuff to keep like water and moisture from getting into the systems. But other than that, it's pretty basic. Nothing too big, nothing too huge, nothing.
Yeah.
That obviously the tires are flat, so I'm not supposed to do this, but Stumps, this is one crank of the wheel. This is another crank of the wheel.
I see.
Have you noticed a fly yet?
It's not moving.
Yeah, so you have to crank the wheel over like 4 or 5 times just to get it to slightly turn. And it's not exactly very pleasant to do turn. But yeah, well, it's the
Okay. Here we go. The final straight. The big straight. This is where I can make the most time on him.
doors were shut. Or frozen.
Okay. $730 brake horsepower. I don't think most of it's escaping the wheels.
Talk to you later, Mr. Schultz.
We'll see.